Alright, so I'm gonna do a review of the Big Brother boards today, because I've gotten quite a bit of questions on which shape I prefer, or, you know, uh, like what the differences are, because some people are gonna get a Big Brother and they're not exactly sure which shape they want or which one they would prefer. So hopefully I'm gonna answer any questions that you have. Basically, I already tried to record a video where I ran down like each aspect of the board and did a side-by-side comparison as I went, but I was just confusing myself and getting kind of mumbly, so I'm gonna go ahead and do them separately as quick as I can, because they tend to get kind of long, and then you can just make mental comparisons, and then go ahead and try both of them if you can, because they're both worth having in your collection for sure. I like to have tons of boards set up for different things, so I'm sure I'm not the only one who likes to do that. I see a lot of people on Instagram who are the same way. So, um, go ahead and talk about the B1 first, since technically that's the OG shape. It's the first shape that came out. It's the shape that I personally prefer just by the slightest bit. They're both actually my top two favorite shapes. I'm not just saying that because I'm on the team either. They're pretty much the only boards I use. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about those ones first. Let's see here. This one here is the first one I got. This one I've had for over a year, so you can tell that the pop lasts for a long time. I don't know if people still care about that, but you know, it's cool that you don't have to buy a board, constantly, because it feels dead. This one I've street fingerboarded, gone on all my concrete parks and stuff that I made. It's still alive, it's still going, it's still perfect. This one is a little bit different. This one has a shaved tail. You can see it a little bit in the camera. This one has joy colts on it because I do like to do some street fingerboarding with this one, as it is a dark star board. And when I skated, I used to primarily ride dark stars and enjoys, so I'll probably get an enjoy graphic eventually too. Um, and then this is the one I'll probably be using for the review, since this is my main setup. This is the one I just got, but it's the same shape. So this is the one that I have been riding all the time. You can see the shape really well because that green ply stands out like crazy. So there's that. The pop on these is ridiculous. It's gonna last forever. It's just, ridiculous. I can't believe how long it lasts. Like, I've had boards die on me in a month, like, the way I fingerboard. Not really that I fingerboard hard, I just, like the fingerboard on stuff that beats the shit out of the board. Granite, cement, bricks, whatever, I don't give a fuck. I'll just keep getting boards if they get fucked up, but so far, I just keep getting boards for fun, because I can. And Gary fucking kills them every time. It's cool that whenever I have an idea, it's just like, possible to get it made pretty recently. The width, it's gonna be the same for both shapes, just to make the video a little bit quicker. I'm not gonna run down on both of them. The width and the length is about the same on both of them. So they're all 33s by 98, which I think is the perfect length. Like, my wood is a little bit shorter, which I actually don't mind. But like my beast pants, like most boards that I like are about the same size. I would say 33 by 98 is the perfect size for my preferences. So if you like boards that are, if you like anything 32 or in that range, like, you're gonna fall in love with one of these boards. It's gonna be your main setup for a long time. The concave on them, I know a lot of people don't do this just because it's hard to do, but we're going to go ahead and try a science experiment and put this here very gently and then put a light. Oh, oh, the baby. You can see that? Yeah, word. Okay, so it's definitely there and it is noticeable, but it's really comfortable and mellow. It's not overkill at all. Um, it's it's the perfect amount of concave to me. The price of them, all of his boards are really reasonably priced. I think they're too cheap, but whatever's working. I keep buying boards though while they're this price because he could be charging a lot more if he wanted to. They're like $18 and they're like 22 for graphics, or at least for the boards that are on the site right now. And he actually has really, really nice obstacles. This one's one of the ones that I just got in a sponsor package that came in the mail. There was an unboxing posted, but it wasn't on my channel. It was on Zach's because we got a group one. But yeah, this is by far the sickest like group of obstacles that I've received. Like he makes all these concrete ones. I have a granite bench, like a little park bench, which are only $10 on the site. Like he's killing it right now. I mean, I know USPS just raised their shipping prices, but definitely if you can, his obstacles are awesome. They're so much fun. Um, the wear, I'll go ahead and talk about the wear on them a little bit, which is also going to be the same on both of them. So I'm not really going to talk about that very much. The B2 rundown is going to be a lot quicker because a lot of this is the same. He lacquers his boards pretty thick, so it does last for a pretty good amount of time. I've been writing this board for a year, so the fact that the lacquer's dead in all the writable areas isn't really too big of a surprise. But yeah, they last for shit. Like as long as you want to ride the board, the lacquer will be shiny, you know, obviously in spots that aren't gonna get touched, but those dynamic board rails are looking like they're gonna be killing it, and I'll probably definitely have those on most setups, and then I'll maintain the composure and the dignity of all of my future boards. But for these ones, we're just gonna see how rough and beat to shit they can all get. This one, uh, I'll use as an example to talk about with the wear, just because it's a graphic deck. They're not real wear graphics. I'm sure he'll have them at some point, but for now, I actually kind of appreciate that they're not real wear because I mean, if I go out of my way to get a custom graphic or pay for a graphic, like I kind of want it to be there for a while. And it's pretty cool too if you can shred the shit out of a board and then retire it whenever you get a new one, and then you can still have a readable graphic. I think that's pretty cool because you know that's how graphics always used to be before anybody figured out realware. The he's also I had a brain fart, I'm sorry, but he's also gonna have a stock coming up pretty soon, which you should definitely pick up if you can, because they're gonna be super awesome. I'm gonna be jealous of everybody who gets one of those probably, but it's gonna be a split stock, and you're definitely not gonna have a better opportunity to pick one up. It's gonna be one that's, you know, worth going all out setting it up. We'll go ahead and start the B2s real quick. Basically, the only difference is the shape of, well, obviously, but like the kicks are just a tiniest bit higher. Oh shit, I dropped it. Let's see here. For fuck's sake, get out of here. There we go. So you can tell that the concave is also a little bit steeper. The shape is just a little bit more of like a classic medium, I would say. But the kicks are really, really wonderful. I use this one in my big brother part. This is definitely a really sick shape too. If you know for sure that you just really like medium shapes, you can't go wrong with this board. You'll be addicted to this board. I haven't met anybody who fingerboards who hasn't like fucked around with this for like a minute and been like, dude, that thing is ridiculous. Um, they're both pretty universal. Like, I mean, I can do any trick I want with both of them, which is pretty cool. I would say that if you like a little bit more mellow boards, the B1 would be the way to go with that. I for sure would recommend either one to anybody. It's not even, like, compared to a lot of the other high-end boards in the community, they're really fairly priced. I like them more than my Beast Pants, more than not to say that they're not like just as good. Like my Whoop is just as nice craftsmanship wise as these are, but I like the shape is just more comfortable to me on these than on anything else. It's really easy to go back and forth between them too because they are pretty similar. So I do actually enjoy both shapes. I use certain ones for different things, like I was saying. So I will be having some more videos coming out soon. I'll be recording some hopefully soon. I could do some more reviews. I'm actually thinking about doing a Joy Colt review right now. I might do that and post it a little bit later today. Gonna get some parts done with some of the team members who live out here, and then hopefully I'll be able to get some more content out because I have been pretty inactive compared to how I want it to be. As you can see, we've got 5 of them set up, and I use all of them almost on a daily basis. So if you haven't yet, check them out. I'll have links to their website in the description. Check out their YouTube. There's a huge YouTube video compilation thing of all the team riders and friends. It's like 20 minutes. It's like a whole like classic, finger skate video. It's pretty sweet. Check it out. Follow them on Instagram. Check out the new split stock. Pick up some little bushes. Pick up fucking, a board since they're so cheap. Get some obstacles. I mean, I can show you a couple obstacles that they have real quick since I know I have a couple just sitting in here. Alright, so this is all I got in here, but they got like these little rails. These are like $20. They're hella awesome. Universal. I have it going on a down staircase on this park. These ledges, this is the sickest just like flat ledge that exists. I love this thing. I use this thing every day. This is my main obstacle. It's called Big Bertha. The Big Brother, the classic. I got this thick ass manual pad. This was actually given to me whenever I got put on the team with that B2 bomber. It does have a little bit of chips, but that's because I've used this thing a lot. But that's okay because we're on to the next side now. We got this new ledge that I got in my last sponsor pack. It's an up like barrier, and this thing is the sickest thing. I have a bench too, but that like a little park bench, but that's at my vocalist's house, so that way whenever I go over there I have a super shreddable fingerboard obstacle, but I need to bring it back over here. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video.